You see so many creators in Geometry Dash with creator points, and you're wondering, how do I get that cool hammer and wrench on my profile? Well, you're in luck. Today, I'm going to show you step by step through a 2-video series how to get your level created, sent, and rated so that you can have the cool hammer and wrench on your profile. Just a disclaimer, this method is not guaranteed to work. However, it is the method I used to get my first solo rate, so don't cry if you don't get a rate or don't understand this tutorial. Also, some of the ways this tutorial works are entirely based on my opinion and experience. Step 1. Picking a theme. All Geometry Dash rated levels have either a theme or a style. A theme is the mood or vibe of the level, which helps show emotion. However, not every level has to have a theme, but every good level has to have a style. The style in a Geometry Dash level completely depends on your preferences and skill set. In my opinion, the easiest styles for beginners are Pixel, 1.8, 1.9, or Modern. In this tutorial, I will be explaining to you simple tips to build a good level. This is not a direct tutorial in any specific style. However, most of the points covered relate to most styles. Step 2. Picking a good song. No matter what tutorial you watch, whether you keep watching this one or switch to another one, every single creator in Geometry Dash knows that a good song is crucial in creating a good level. Also, gameplay sync is very important as well, so if you've never made gameplay before, I recommend picking a song with beats you can clearly hear in the music to help you sync the gameplay with the song. Once you've picked your song, the next step is to press the Create Lines button. Using these lines can help match the beat with the gameplay. Step 3. Creating the gameplay. Gameplay. It's the most important part of any Geometry Dash level, in my opinion. If your level has good gameplay, chances are most players will enjoy playing it, and it has a higher chance of getting rated. However, if your level does not have good gameplay, most players will not enjoy it, and your chances of getting your level rated go down significantly. There is no cookie cutter method to creating good gameplay, so I'll give you my best tips. Number 1. You should use 3 times or 4 times speed for higher intensity parts in the song, such as the drop. Number 2. Spider, UFO, Cube, and Wave work as the best game modes in higher intensity parts of the song. For lower intensity parts, use Ball, Ship, Swing, and Robot. Use 0.5 times to 1 time speed to fit the song best. Number 3. Any game mode will work for medium intensity parts, such as the pre-drop, but using 1 times or 2 times speed will most likely suit the song. Number 4. On big beats, or parts where you can hear the beat in the song loudly and clearly, using spider orbs, red orbs, and black orbs will fit the song best. Number 5. Using orbs in UFO, Ship, and Swing is okay as long as it fits with the song's beats. Number 6. Please try your absolute best to make your gameplay consistent. For example, if you want your level to be a 5-star, keep the gameplay consistently 5-star for most of the level. Number 7. Utilize interesting structure shapes to try and make your gameplay fun and the level look good. Using too many orbs can make your gameplay boring and uninteresting, but also, without enough structures in the level will look visually unappealing. Number 8. Make sure your gameplay syncs. This makes it so much more fun to play. Number 9. Utilize ground spikes along with saws to prevent the player from taking swag routes or secret ways in your level. Also, if your level is elevated over the ground, put spikes on the ground to prevent beating the level with a swag route. Do so by giving the spikes a group, then assigning them a move trigger at the start of the level, and setting the move trigger to -1 and the x-axis to follow the player. Once your gameplay is finished, I recommend sending it to your friends to play it and tell you bugs or other swag routes they found while playtesting. Since you know how your level plays, and they don't, it will create a more realistic playing experience before your level is released to the public. This is a very crucial step in the gameplay creation process, because without playtesting, others online can find your level unfun even though it plays just fine for you. Step 4. Block decoration. This is another crucial step in creating a Geometry Dash level. Good decoration makes a level visually appealing and cool to look at, but bad decoration pretty much eliminates your chance of getting a rate. This isn't always the case, but a majority of the time it is. So how do you make good block decoration? Just like gameplay, there isn't a good cookie cutter method, so I'll be going through the top 10 most important points you have to know to make your decorations stand out and look cool. If you are looking for specific styles, I've linked some tutorials in the description. Just keep in mind that some of these tips don't apply to some specific styles. These are just some general tips to help you create your own cool and interesting block designs. Number 1. Pick a good color combination. This is one of the most important things in a Geometry Dash level. Good colors make your level stand out and look unique, but bad colors make your level ugly and a pain to look at. There are multiple types of color combinations, but the best ones to use in a level are duo color combinations, which are 2 colors, and triadic color combinations, which are 3 colors. Use the color wheel to help you pick out your colors, or go online to find good color combinations. I've linked a good website in the description to help you pick out color combinations. Number 2. Use bright colors. When decorating your blocks with bright colors, pulse them to add a vibe and use darker shades of those colors in the background and other parts of the level. Number 3. Have interesting structures. Interesting structures will help your level stand out and make it look pleasing to the eye. Number 4. This works for most styles, but when creating your block design, make sure to have black outlines behind your main outline. It adds depth to your design and also makes it look cool. For the older styles, such as 1.8 or 1.9, this doesn't always look the best, but this is my opinion, so if it works for you, go for it. Step 5. This entirely depends on what style you are going for, but make sure the blocks you put inside your structure look good and fit your theme. For example, if you want to do modern style, I recommend putting these plain white blocks in the design. But if you are trying out styles like glow or realism, using more advanced blocks like these would look good. For older styles, such as 1.8 or 1.9, use these blocks. Number 6. To add a cool element to your block design, add glow. This makes the design look a whole lot better, and it works best in realism and glow styles. However, it can also look good in other styles. But make sure to turn on blending. Blending adds the color values of the 2 colors to create a brighter color. If the color is too bright for your liking, you can always use the opacity slider to make it less bright. Also, you can use black blending, which is when you have a color channel that is set to black, but with blending turned on, and it makes the colors in your level look less flat and more realistic and bright. Number 7. Adding small details to your designs helps to add a wow element to your designs. For example, in modern style, using details from this category. In glow style, using small details such as these. For some styles, adding details such as grass, pulsing blocks, or blending glow circles can help make your designs stand out. Here are a few good examples of that. Number 8. Using online levels or pictures online can be a great way to brainstorm ideas for your block design, but make sure you don't steal. Stealing assets from other creators or designs online is never okay, and this eliminates the chance that your level gets rated. Number 9. Make sure to use multiple block designs in your level. This keeps your level from being boring and bland, but make sure to stick with the theme or style you picked out. Number 10. For my final general block design tip, get feedback from other creators, especially more experienced creators who know what they do when creating block designs. This will help you learn what to improve on and fix in your designs to make them look eye-appealing and interesting. If there are any questions or other tips I forgot to mention, you can reach out to me in the comment section or on my socials. The links are in the description. Step 5. Air Deco. Just because you have a good block design and good gameplay doesn't mean your level is done quite yet. There are still a few more things you need to finish. You may have noticed so far that your level feels a bit empty. It feels as if it's missing something. Well, it is. Air decoration. Air decoration could be a majority of different things, such as arrows, saws, or even clouds in the empty space of a level without structures or other gameplay elements. Most air deco you will see in online levels are mainly arrows, but there are other types as well. For example, a 1.9 level might have more of these transparent looking clouds. But meanwhile, an early 2.1 style level could have these more solid clouds, sometimes with even more decoration and details mixed in. Another air decoration element is saws. Saws can help prevent the player from taking any unnecessary swag routes, or it can simply be used for aesthetics. A good saw design is truly based on whatever style you are going for, so here are good examples of saw designs with their respective styles. In a modern style level, the saw designs are going to be simpler, mainly just for show, but in a realism style level, the saws may be more complex and intricate than, let's say, a 1.9 style level. Other good examples of air decoration I didn't go over are arrows, which can show the player where to go, or even warn the player of upcoming obstacles. Jump indicators can also be considered air decoration, and these are little arrows placed on top of structures or orbs, or I guess pretty much anywhere, to tell the player where to jump. However, make sure not to spam these in your level. It can make the level seem too easy, and after all, Geometry Dash is supposed to be a challenging game. Step 6. Custom backgrounds. Your level is looking good so far. Only a few more steps to complete until it's fully finished and ready to upload. Most rated levels in Geometry Dash have a background. Whether it's a custom background like this one, or just a background from the game, it is completely up to the creator. Today, I'll be showing you how to do simple backgrounds or for more simpler style levels, and if you are looking for something a bit more complex, I've linked some other videos and tutorials in the description if you are interested and willing to dig a bit deeper. Usually, backgrounds are at a lower opacity, so make sure you have a good color channel picked out that blends with your main background and has the right opacity. Something not too transparent where the player can see straight through it, but nothing too bright where it is hard to differentiate from the block designs. A setting of 0.2 to 0.5 opacity should do the trick. The first method I'll explain is creating a triangle background like the one shown. You take slopes and some non-solid blocks and place them in a shape just like this, and then you can copy and paste these up and down through the level. Just like block designs, make sure you use variation in your custom backgrounds to not make the level boring. Examples of this can be multiple backgrounds, which is definitely the best example of variation, but sometimes, especially with triangle backgrounds, I like to move the triangles up and down. Another background you can build are just simple shapes like this. This background doesn't take too much effort to build, but can end up being boring if used in too much of your level. You can build this by possibly scaling up any non-solid objects and placing them in shapes that fit how you want them to. I prefer lines with some offshoots, but really it doesn't matter as long as it looks good. Try to make sure the blocks you use in the background fit the theme of your level and the block designs of the part. Some other backgrounds you could do are spirals, squiggly lines, or a grid like I used in Premiere In, gradients, or even sometimes the basic background will do, as long as it still looks good, just like audio-visual used in Back on Dash and multiple other levels he's made. Now that your custom background is done, it needs movement. This adds depth to the background, making it look much more real. For this effect, assign each background in each part a different group, and create one move trigger for each group. In the menu of the move trigger, put the group number, keep easing at none, and set the move time to -1 or infinite. If you don't want your background to move for this long, remember you can always set a stop trigger. Next, set lock X to player, and in the numbers above it, set anywhere from -0.6 to -0.8, depending on your liking. Well, that's about it for backgrounds. They aren't a super complex part of a Geometry Dash level unless you want them to be. Good luck! Step 7. Details. Your level is almost finished and it's looking good so far. The final part of the creating process isn't a big step, but it's something you want to make sure is in every single one of your levels. It's details. Almost every Geometry Dash level has some sort of detail, whether it's small particles hidden in the ground spikes or larger explosions that catch the eye of the player. Whatever you decide looks best, make sure to implement it into the level. However, if a level has too many details, it can look over-polished and messy, so make sure to find the perfect balance. Again, you can go to other creators for tips or ideas to help you detail and polish your levels better. Some might even be willing to polish your levels for you. Now, whatever you decide to do, make sure your level looks good, and not only to you, but you can also send it to other, more experienced creators to get some constructive criticism, feedback, and suggestions from them. Conclusion. You're done. Congratulations. you sat through this entire process and yap session and are ready to upload your level to the Geometry Dash servers. In the next video, I will cover another range of topics to help you get your level seen and played by many players to hopefully help you grow your reputation and maybe even earn a sweet rate. But for now, I don't have the time to do all of that in just this video, so stick around and look for part 2 coming out soon, where you can learn how to send your levels to mods, get rates, and what to do after that. Thanks for watching. I've spent a whole lot of time creating this video, and it would help me out a ton if you liked and subscribed to my channel, and shared this video to help get the word out to other small Geometry Dash creators. If there is anything I missed in this tutorial, please let me know. My socials are in the description if you want to reach out. Once again, thank you very much for watching. This took me quite a while to write and edit, and hopefully I'll see you again in part 2. See ya!